Have you ever noticed how some people quietly ignore their own birthday? No party, no excitement. Sometimes they don't even mention it. Psychology says this behavior is rarely random. In fact, the way someone treats their birthday can reveal deeper personality patterns that most people never notice. And here's the surprising part. For many people, avoiding birthday celebrations actually reflects specific psychological traits. Traits linked to emotional intelligence, independence, and personal identity. Most people assume birthdays should be celebrated. Cake, messages, social media posts. But psychology suggests that people who don't celebrate their birthdays often think differently about attention, identity, and validation. What this actually means is that their behavior can reveal subtle mental patterns about how they view themselves and the world. And if you're someone who quietly lets your birthday pass like any other day, this video might describe you more accurately than you expect. Number 1. Low need for external validation. Psychology shows that some individuals have a lower need for external validation. Birthdays often center around attention and recognition. But people who skip celebrating them may simply not depend on those moments to feel valued. Here's the surprising part. Their sense of self-worth often comes from internal standards rather than outside approval. What this quietly reveals is emotional independence. They don't rely on special occasions to remind themselves that they matter. Number 2. Strong emotional self-control. Studies suggest that emotionally regulated individuals tend to avoid situations that create unnecessary emotional pressure. Birthdays can bring expectations. People expect happiness, excitement, gratitude. But not everyone enjoys being placed at the center of attention. Most people don't notice this. For some individuals, skipping birthday celebrations is simply a way to keep their emotional environment calm and predictable. What this actually means is they prefer stability over temporary excitement. Number 3. Discomfort with being the center of attention. Psychology also links birthday avoidance to introverted personality traits. Introverts often recharge in quiet environments rather than social gatherings. A birthday celebration automatically places someone in the spotlight. Messages, calls, attention. For someone who values privacy, this attention can feel overwhelming rather than enjoyable. This quietly reveals something important. Their energy is protected by limiting situations where they feel socially exposed. Number 4. A different relationship with time. Another fascinating psychological factor involves how people think about time and aging. For some individuals, birthdays are simply another day in the timeline of life. They don't assign strong emotional meaning to it. Psychology suggests that people who focus more on long-term growth than symbolic milestones may view birthdays as unnecessary markers. Most people don't notice this, but their mindset is often future-oriented rather than celebration-oriented. What this actually means is they measure life by progress, not by dates. Number 5. Past experiences shape present behavior. Sometimes the explanation is more personal. Psychology shows that childhood experiences strongly influence how adults react to certain traditions. If birthdays were associated with disappointment, neglect, or conflict in early life, the brain may quietly detach from the tradition later on. Many people who avoid birthday celebrations aren't consciously rejecting them. Their minds simply learned that the day wasn't emotionally meaningful. This quietly reveals how memory shapes behavior long after the original experience. What this actually means is their emotional priorities are spread across everyday life, not concentrated on one symbolic moment. Your mind has simply adapted to value what matters most to you.